I'm a super sensitive human, and today I'm going to do a review of my Shamma sandals. So the Shamma company sent me these sandals to review like 8 months ago, and they probably thought I was never going to do it, but I was going to do it. There was just a dog in the way. Mercy seems to think that I'm going on a walk in these sandals. Now, I shot a review at Fossil Creek where all the clips are from, but I didn't like that one. It was hard to hear because of the water, and I didn't really like doing the whole review in my bathing suit because I was self-conscious. So we'll do it now, and I can give a better review now because I have indeed been wearing these sandals pretty much as my exclusive footwear for the last 8 months, because I just still have a problem with shoes and finding shoes that I like, and I haven't found any that don't give me blisters or are comfortable to walk in, so I just end up wearing sandals all the time. So first things first, you should make sure to use the sizing chart that they have online and print out the foot and see what fit you want, because when I first got them, I had to send them back and get a bigger pair because the first ones weren't big enough, even though I thought they were my size. So go ahead and do that. They have a thing online where you can figure out the correct size. I think that my feet might have grown over the last couple years from wearing barefoot tile sandals so much. Next thing, if you're super sensitive to smells, you will need to air them out and off-gas them. I left them outside in the hot sun here in Arizona in the 100-degree sun for a week or so before I wore them, but after that they were fine. You know, they're pretty far away from your nose being down on your foot, so it doesn't take as long as like some other materials. I don't know what the smell was. I think it was some kind of glue or something. It didn't smell like the this part. It smelled like glue, like acetone, I don't know. Stretch out my other hip for a while. So this style is the Warrior. There's several different ones that have different thicknesses of footbed, and I chose the thinnest one because I'm hardcore like that. I really like this style a lot because it conforms to your foot really well. See how it's like actually goes up in the arch and actually fits on it, unlike most shoes which are flat away from the arch. They're pretty tough. Here in the desert, you know, there's a lot of thorns, goat's heads, mesquite thorns, cactuses. I've never, maybe once, had something go through it all the way. Doesn't hurt to walk on the rocks in them. I walk on the rocks all the time. Does hurt a little bit to walk on plain cement in them. You might want to get a thicker one if you're a city dweller or a city runner, but I can't really speak to that because my feet hurt no matter what shoe I'm wearing when I'm in the city, because I'm just not used to walking on sidewalks, and so my muscles aren't prepared for that, and my gait's not prepared for the harshness of the sidewalk. Now you have an option with most of their sandals of getting the plain rubber top footbed or getting a leather cover on it, a leather lining. I had leather lining on my Earthrunner sandals, and I didn't really find it that helpful. They always say it's good for wicking the foot sweat, and but I always find that the leather linings make it more slippery and more gross, and the foot sweat just kind of like gets eaten up by bacteria, and then the whole sandal starts to smell funky. So I have no problem. I have super sweaty feet, and I have no problem slipping from sweat on the rubber footbed. I still prefer it to the leather footbed, and it's way better in the water. The leather ones tend to get like dirt stuck on them, and then when you get in the water, the dirt turns to slime and you start slipping all over when you come out of the water. So these ones are much better for the water too. and that's part of the reason that I chose them. So I'm just going to compare these to my Earthrunners. I don't mean to be mean to either sandal company. They each have their benefits, but that's the easiest way to talk about them and about what features are same or different and the advantages of each. Now, I don't have Earthrunners anymore to show you because I got rid of them. After about a year, they started to really curl up, like the sole kind of curled in a potato chip, and then they also got too small, and I don't know if that's because they curled up or that's just because my foot grew so much from wearing them. But these ones are a lot thinner, so they basically they're not really capable of curling up into something stiff and drying in a stiff pattern. They're just super floppy. There's a whole strapping system that you can adjust them. I never did anything to the straps. I just Velcro, put it down where I want it to go. But you can do a lot more elaborate stuff with this buckle. There's also something called a power strap that makes it stay on better for extreme activities, but I have no idea what that does. I haven't had a problem like walking over rocks in the water with it. Seems okay so far, so I'm not gonna try the power strap. So obviously the biggest difference between these and the Earthrunner sandal is these ones aren't grounded. They don't have a grounding plug and conductive lacing like the Earthrunner has, but they are similar because they're very similar design. They stay on your foot similarly. They both have the same problem of any sandal like this is going to have the same problem of you get stones stuck in underneath your foot and you have to dump them out all the time. I just deal with that because I enjoy wearing the sandals, so I'm constantly dumping little rocks out of my foot because, like, if you have a flip-flop, your foot lifts off it, the rocks can fall back out, but under here they tend to roll underneath your foot and get stuck, and I don't really think there's any way to stop that unless you have a type of shoe that's actually glued to the foot, because it just is what happens when there's little gaps there. So yeah, these have a thinner option than the Earthrunner. They do go thicker and have a more comparable sole, but these ones are as little as 2 to 3 millimeters of tread. Where the tread is at its thinnest, and up to 5, 6 where it's at its fattest here. I think Earthrunner phased out of leather and they're doing hemp stuff now, so I don't know if their shoes are all vegan now, but these ones are definitely still have leather pieces on them. I don't think they've updated that yet so that they have totally vegan ones available, because like here they're mostly not leather, but like here there's a leather piece. These ones are not as stylish as the Earthrunner. The Earthrunner has more colors and a generally sleeker look, whereas this one is more sporty, more like a Tiva or something. It definitely seems like a sport sandal. So I like the Earthrunner style better. Got more compliments wearing those shoes. I don't really get any questions about these shoes, but they're black, so they match everything, and I think some of the styles are available in brown. So I think that's all I have to say about the sandal. I guess my ideal sandal would be like a hybrid between this and the Earthrunner, but since no hybrid like that exists, you know, I just would give both the Earthrunner and the Shamma sandal a 5-star rating for different reasons. If you want these, this pair is about $80. You can get a free guide to transitioning to running sandals if you go sign up on the website. And that's all. Ask me any questions about them in the comments below.